Welcome back to Real Geek Media. It is Thursday, July 24th, 2025. I'm Hayden Stoll. He is author Christopher Michael Blake. We are back with another review. This week, we're going to be talking about the 1986 cult B-movie classic, Shopping Mall. Before we get into the movie, Christopher, how you doing?
Hayden, I don't feel like we get together often enough sometimes. It's usually every 5 celebrities who pass away before we do a movie review.
Crazy week.
Yeah.
Crazy couple weeks with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Michael Madsen, Michael Jamal Warner.
Ozzy, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it's a real shame. So, what's going on with you?
And I'm ready for vacation. I'm ready.
Okay, when do you go?
Leaving Tuesday to Friday, little break, little break next week. But tomorrow's the last day of work. Looking forward to punching out.
Sounds good.
It's gonna feel good.
Okay.
But other than that, summer's flying by. It's gonna be August end of next week. So
97 degrees tomorrow.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow. There's a whole lot of movies out too that I want to see.
There's like none out that I want to see. So maybe maybe I know what you did last summer, maybe F1, but nothing's like, oh, I have to go see this.
Fair enough. I am interested in weapons. I kind of got my eye on that one.
Yeah, if you want to go, we'll go when you come back.
Yeah. I'm not sure when it comes out. It's
August 8th.
August 8th. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we got time for that. That's good. Yeah, August 8th. Yeah, that one. And then, oh, man. What was the other one? I did see Superman.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Did see that with the kids.
What'd you think?
It felt like a Marvel movie.
Well, okay.
But that's the James Gunn influence on it. So,
usually those DC movies don't really appeal to me. So
they're a little more serious in tone, but this was more light. It felt like a Marvel movie. Kids loved it. Theater was jam packed when I went to see it, and that was, I think, Tuesday of last week.
Okay,
Tuesday, jam packed. But we did take advantage of AMC with 50%. On Tuesdays now.
It's Tuesday and Wednesday now.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, yeah. So that probably played a hand in why it was so crowded. But, here we are. Popcorn movie summer.
Okay.
So Shopping Mall. This was one of your picks.
Are you glad I picked it?
Oh, my God, yes. The last time I watched this, I remembered it. It was when I was working part-time. I was doing overnights part-time, and it was on YouTube for free. I found it, and I was just like middle of the night. It might have been like 3 a.m. I'm like, queued it up, and I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this in ages. And that was probably easily maybe like 10 years ago. So it's been a minute since I've watched it, and man, I had a blast watching this.
See, I had not seen it in probably 30 years.
Wow.
30 or maybe 35, 36 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so totally really didn't remember anything about it. So I will say this. I'm watching it, and I'm like, I recognize this place.
Oh, yeah?
Was this the same mall that they filmed Commando in? The reason I ask is that weight railing in the elevators.
You might be right.
Looked very familiar to me, and I'm sitting there watching this, and I kept going back to it like, oh, geez, I wonder. I'm going to have to type that into Google right now and just kind of find out.
You might be onto something, because even those flags that are hanging and all that, the elevator, you might be onto something. But part of the charm with watching like a classic, 80s B movie is, for me, like the setting of the mall, because you and I grew up and spend a lot of time in malls hanging out, during our childhoods. That was like the place to be, right? Like you got to a point where it's like you wait for Friday or Saturday night, you go to the mall, hang out with your friends, you walk around. That was what everybody was doing. So like you have that setting of the mall, and it strikes that little nostalgia chord for me. And the neon and the escalators and that they're just, you see some of the stores and your layouts and everything, and you're just like, oh man, like I miss the 80s.
Nowadays, they would have these robots at the mall to prevent all these TikTokers from filming these brawls that they're having there.
Yes.
Because what they have these flash mobs just come in and have a riot, and then it's like, or these active shooters. This is a movie that should absolutely be remade.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why Hollywood only does successful movies to remake when there's a treasure trove of movies that just didn't take off the right way. You think about how big Megan was.
Mm-hmm.
You could do something very similar to that with this.
Sure.
Stick it in the mall. A bunch of kids running around. I mean, one of the things I do appreciate about this movie is the gratuitous use of breasts that are really not called for, and there's no point in even having them, but they're there, and I kind of appreciated that.
I did like how they were doing the sleepover or whatever.
The orgy, yes, they're having the orgy
at the furniture store.
while the two nerds are in the back.
Right, they're just gonna watch a movie in the back.
Right,
just with an earshot of everything, which is great. It's so great.
But again, it's a trope in horror.
Yes,
the virgins live.
Yes,
and we see it happen here.
Yes,
it's really important to have those tropes in these movies.
Yes, it is.
And Hollywood's kind of gotten away from that one particular trope.
Yeah.
Now it's every girl's promiscuous. They all want to be a queen bee, and I'm the princess, and
Yeah. You can appreciate.
I sent you the videos on Manosphere.
Yes, you can appreciate the tropes, and for what they are, because it gives you a character to root for in the movie. And while we're talking about setting up the final girl, right? Obviously she was the one that was not promiscuous, and you kind of, child of the 80s, you already know she's going to be the final girl, right?
Yes.
Like you already know, like, so it was it's cheesy, some of the things and the scenes where they're fighting the robots, but man, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You're crawling through air ducts. They're hiding out in stores overnight. This is like a 13-year-old boy from the 1986's dream. I'm hiding in the mall from robots that are going to kill me. That's come on.
So I worked at a mall after hours as security. And let me tell you, there's no creepier place to work when no one else is around. You got cars randomly driving around in the parking lot, pulling up to the windows. You got the scale that's going off on the other side of the mall, only when people walk by, but there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
You got noises going off, and you're like, what? You got alarms going off. You're like, what? So, yeah, I mean, it's talk about just like a place that where you go, it's just like, it's just freaky being in there. And then you're reading a Stephen King book at the time, and it's like,
not helping.
Now, I got an answer, by the way. Chopping Mall was filmed at the same mall with Commando.
Look at that.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, do they share the same universe?
Look,
I would love to see something like that be true.
I don't know about that, because I didn't see Arnold Schwarzenegger bench pressing the robot, but
have a nice day.
That would have been good. I like that.
It would have been great. Now,
tell me you got the screenwriting software.
Oh, not yet. Come on. I gotta get it. It's on my. I have a note. For it. Yeah.
Is the note buried behind your passwords?
Oh man, but yeah, it's This is a throwback, man, and it has my favorite exploding head scene, I think, of all time.
Yeah,
it's just nothing else. Even like Scanners, this beats out anything that's in Scanners. Like just the laser blast to the head, and the thing is like a watermelon just with dynamite in it. It's insane. And it's unexpected because it's cheesy. You get the like cheesy electrocution effects when oh god, what's his name? The janitor from
Dick Miller.
Dick Miller. When Dick Miller dies, and it's the cheesy effects, right? You get the cheesy lightning or he's being electrocuted effects. But then when you get the blasting head, like it is full on. This is where the horror budget went into that scene, and it's just like shocking.
You know, Dick Miller has had such a great career in terms of movies. I'm pretty sure they had him just for the one day, and they were like, "We gotta get you in this movie. We'll pay you just to come on set real quick. You don't have to interact with anybody else because it's another day of filming." And you know, it almost doesn't even. You can just tell it's just kind of clipped in there and just kind of thrown in there.
Yeah. The original name for this movie,
I need to hear this. I have no idea.
was Killbots.
Oh, really?
But it didn't test well, so they changed it to Chopping Mall, which is a little more horror.
I like Chopping Mall. I'd go Chopping Mall too.
I would too. So Killbots was the original name for this thing. I'm glad they went the way they did and didn't use that. But what did you think of the Killbots and the design and kind of?
I gotta be honest with you. I like them, and there's no reason why these things aren't making the convention tour. I mean, I don't know where they're at today. Whose warehouse that you know. I can see them being on American Pickers or something, being like, "Oh, what's in this? I bought this storage unit. Let's see what's in here." Oh, you know,
better show your ID badge quick. It's still active.
It's an old Zumba. You know, we gotta. You know, one of the things I did like about this movie was Barbara Crampton, and if you don't know who she is, she made another famous movie. I'm gonna have to pull it up because now the name, of course, is just escaping me. But it's with Jeffrey Combs, and it's amazing. Let me see what I guess.
I'm looking at her filmography
because
she's got some classics.
Oh, look! I mean, Kelly Maroney was the Night of the Comet.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have those are the only two movies I kind of remember her from. But
I mean, Reanimator. Puppet Master.
I totally forgot she was in Puppet Master.
Yeah.
But I mean that's another story. But it was hold on, I'm looking for it here. I didn't realize she was in Lords of Salem. Chopping Mall, Buddy Dobble. Oh, okay. Reanimator. From Beyond. That was it. Have you seen it?
From Beyond? I don't know if I have.
Very Cthulhu-esque type movie.
Oh, okay. I might have to watch that.
Yeah, well,
I've never seen it.
I'm gonna have to probably put it on the list for next year. Maybe.
Oh, Ken Foree's.
Oh too. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to watch this.
And the movie is just amazing. I mean, it's one of my favorite go-to movies.
Okay.
If you're in that whole Brian Yazuna type mindset, Barbara Crampton was it. I mean, I ran into her at a convention or two. From New Jersey Horror Con, and nicest lady you've ever met. Just pleasure to talk with, and
nice.
Still very attractive. So
yeah, nice.
And you're sitting there like, wow, I remember watching you from 40 years ago, and you used to get me aroused then. And it's like, wow, okay.
It's the ultimate icebreaker to bring.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I mean, I'm just sitting there because you're fanboying at that time. You're like,
sure.
Oh, I remember your shirt getting ripped off in that movie, and it's like I can't keep my eyes up. It's like, but we're not talking about. We're talking about Chopping Mall. And the special effects for this, they're cheesy, right?
Yes.
I mean, this is not a good movie.
No.
Right? I mean, that's what look. We've gone from Academy Award-winning movies this year to highly regarded films. And I just kind of wanted to hit the bottom of the barrel and be like, give us something fun. Give us something that's like we don't have to think too much about and just
this is like us. Yeah, I mean, like it's bad, but it's so bad it's good.
Yes.
Like this is the poster child movie for that, right? Like so bad it's good. And like this is something you would see late night, like oh God, Christopher,
USA
help
Up All
me.
Night.
Yeah, up all night, up all
Yeah.
night. Yep, yep. This is what you would see, like stuff like this, and it's tremendous. It's absolutely tremendous. Like I think of like this, and then I think of like um oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. I'll come back. I'll come back to it.
Tell me.
Oh, sleepaway camp. Things like sleepaway camp, like this, they all kind of fit that. This is terrible, but man, I would watch this every night if I could,
I think the first few Friday the 13th kind of fall into that.
Yes, they do.
They
Yes.
get worse and worse and worse, and it's not as campy as it was, which kind of takes some of the allure away because it's like, oh, Hollywood wants to reinvent this. We don't want it reinvented. We don't really want Jason in space or in Manhattan or your brother's wedding.
Yeah.
Why is he not at the camp?
It's such a simple formula. It's such a simple formula. Like it's a slasher at a camp. It's a perfect setting for a slasher film.
Look, I mean, you want to talk about the reboot. You ready for this? I'll give you the script right here. Opening image, they're testing a Department of Defense robot out. These are the 3 robots we're rolling out, and they kill somebody by accident. We have to shut this program down. How dare we do this? He turns around and sells them to the mall security, half price, because he stole them from the government. Right there. I gave you the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the film.
And you're on your way. You're on your way.
Show me some tits. Now we got some tits. That's it.
And there you go. Dick Miller as the guy who sells it to the mall.
Look, we have Mike Greenblatt in there. But yeah, but that's, again, that I just gave you the first 15 minutes of the film. Mm-hmm. And again, it doesn't match what we got going on here. It's completely different.
Sure.
You don't have to call it chopping mall. We call it something else.
Yeah.
It's the same genre.
Same.
Yep. Somebody will steal our idea and do AI with it. That's what they all do nowadays. We can even have AI as like a danger for this thing as a trope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying it's just
they use AI and it's on its way. Yeah,
there's your tagline: use AI and you die.
We got to save some for off camera. So we're gonna talk.
Oh, look, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Where's Barbara Crampton at? But look, I'm just saying, this is one of those films that they could reboot, and people would go see this. You wouldn't break the bank. $12 to $15 million budget, you'd make it back just on the name alone. Just on the name alone.
Yeah, 100%, man. It's man, yeah. Well, the robots, right? I had mentioned the design. I think they're pretty cool, right? Like, and it's like 1986, so you're like post original trilogy Star Wars. You got, the Terminator thing. You got a little bit of Doctor Who-ish in these things, a little bit, or like Battlestar Galactica, like Cylons a little bit. But it's a cool design, right? Like I like it. I think it's fun. The opening scene where they have the guy, I guess he's selling them, he's presenting it to the mall, and these are state of the art, security robots, and right off the bat,
show your ID,
show your ID, and then you got the people just wisecracking in the crowd, like I like the opening scene for this. Like it sets it up. And you're there, and you're on your way.
And this is the thing: those 2 actors who are sitting there yabbering it up. I know I've seen them in other movies. I couldn't tell you who they are. But again, just kind of stitched into the movie. Hey, come on in for one day. You'll have 1 or 2 lines. It's an easy payday. Come on in. You could have had the lady go and put some malware in there. You could have made it a lot more. No, we're just going to have a lightning strike.
Right. That's it.
But that's it. I mean, we don't need to do anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, she could have put coffee on the keyboard, or, it could have been something else. And they chose not to do that. Yeah. Now, I was just reading one, because I asked AI, I said, hey, what happened to the robots from Shopping Mall? And they said they never existed. Those are not actual robots. So I'm thinking that there must have been like a little person in there, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe. There's some scenes where those things are really like moving, like
Oh yeah,
fast, because they got the, like, the tank treads.
yes.
They're really like rolling. Like, what did you think of our cast? We got basically eight teenagers.
Who were in the 30s, basically. Yeah. I mean, the one guy sitting there talking about his business and how it's going under. And I'm like, what teenager's doing this? You guys need a place to go and hang out and have sex with your wife?
Right. We're going to just do it at the store on the sofa. That's for show.
Yeah, in front of our friends.
Right. Basically, he's right over there. He's not going to mind. No, don't worry.
Look,
He's watching a movie.
I'm not looking behind him. As I'm.
Yeah. What'd you think? I mean, like, I outside of Ferdy, I thought Ferdy was fine, right? Because he's believable. He's kind of looks like a nerdy, kid. The other guys seemed like, out of place a little bit, especially when you had the one guy rolling around with the machine gun the rest of the movie. And it's like,
look, that one guy who had the breakdown in the pizza place, I was like, dude, get it together. I was like,
what is going on? Yeah.
And then the one guy who gets killed is the cigarette machine. That was actually a pretty cool kill. I mean, would they chop the top of his head off or something? I forget what I
think it was his neck.
Right.
He was sliced at the neck, and she trips over him. I like that. I thought that was good. And listen.
And what they did with the budget was they put him in the shadows, so you didn't have to see the poor special effects.
Yep.
So I actually appreciated that too. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, it works because you're not in the camera, and we can film this 5 or 6 times and not worry about the blood getting all over the mall. Because I guess they filmed this at night. I don't know if you're aware of that or not. They filmed the movie at night because the mall didn't want them there.
Okay.
And the mall's owner overrode management and said, no, they're going to be able to film there, but they have to clean up every day when they're finished filming.
Okay.
Some of those scenes, you're like, well, how did you clean that up?
There's a lot of broken glass in this movie.
That's a lot of fake glass too.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Even cutting through the shutters and stuff.
The shutters,
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
Hey, don't mind us. We're gonna be crawling through your air duct tonight.
Yeah. we're gonna set up in the air duct tonight. Yeah.
And then the one lady's like freaking out in there. They're turning the heat on us. I'm like, I'm gonna turn around and just went.
Right? Like,
why am I coming out of here? Why am I coming out of this?
Yeah, I'm not getting out of this. I am getting out of the building. Sorry.
I can tell you the one place that tread ain't working.
Air duct.
So I'm gonna drop a couple pounds. I need to anyway.
Yeah, it's the classic, couples in the 80s running for their lives. And, like right off the bat, you get the cigarette machine, he's gone. And then the girlfriend's freaking out and she gets face exploded. And now we're down to 6. And, they're running, they get to the sporting goods store and you get your classic little, Dawn of the Dead loading up, getting rifles and weapons and
propane bombs
tanks.
And they're making basically got the Unabomber in there with that girl who's like and don't get me wrong, shit. I mean, just that underwear scene, I'm still thinking about that kind of. I'm like, wow, she looked really good in that underwear. I probably would have left her in that for the rest of the movie if I had been the producer, but I'm not. But just my idea. I'm like, okay,
it's fair. Yeah.
But she's out there running around making all these pipe bombs. I'm teach you how to do all the survivals. She's basically Linda Hamilton all of a sudden.
Yeah, basically.
Like, what?
Where was this?
I thought you were a home decorator. You're jump starting the car and all out in the parking lot because your husband can't do it. But okay, whatever.
Yeah, pipe bomb Susie or whatever.
This movie was just. Again, I don't use the word funds too much because it's like unoriginal, but. It was such a joy to watch this film.
Yes.
Again, it was a short film. It was an hour 15.
Yeah.
It wasn't 2.5 hours. It didn't take a long commitment.
Yes.
It was hour 15 minutes. I might have watched this 4 weeks ago. I think I doubled this in Slapshot the same day. And I was like, again, 2 hours of Slapshot. I was like, I could have gone longer. And then I watched this, and it was just such a marked difference for me. It was like night and day. It was like, this is so much more entertaining than Slapshot was, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Slapshot's the better film, don't get me wrong. But Chopping Mall was more my wheelhouse. It gave me an hour, 15 minutes. I didn't have to think. I didn't have to, well, what's going to happen in this scene? Oh, I know what's going to happen.
Yes. It's cool, man. And the budget was, what was it, like $800K for them to shoot this? I think.
What is that now? 6 million, 7 million? What is that? I mean,
figure that's got to be like with inflation in that ballpark, right? So 22 days shoot, $800K budget at night, and there's your movie, right? Like it's just a simple little thing, just over an hour, easy to digest. Yeah, it's great, and it's very. I'm just gonna throw this on tonight and just watch Chopping. And I was happy. I think it was on Peacock when I watched it.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, so even better. And it's rented. I was, it's on Peacock. Great.
Just the next movie we're watching is on Exumo for free. So yeah, get on that now too while you can.
What is on deck?
Brain Dead.
Brain Dead.
The Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton movie. I watched that yesterday.
Oh, okay. You're ahead of the game.
Let me tell you, I'm ready to watch the next one for when you come, from 3 weeks from now, basically already. Nice. Yeah. Wait till you get to Brain Dead. It was interesting. I'll leave it at that. It was interesting. You get a thought piece in there. It's like,
oh, okay.
Oh yeah. We'll talk about that though. But this for me was just so campy and overboard. I loved it. Yeah. A lot of fun, and like I said, I'll probably go From Beyond next, just to make you watch that next year. And Barbara Crampton again, she's amazing in that movie as well. So I can't argue with that. I really can't. I'm surprised Kelly Maroney didn't have a bigger escalating
career. Yeah.
After these two movies. I mean, Night of the Comet was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Chakotay from Voyager, and
the
other girl is much more attractive. I don't even know what she's done since. I mean, I don't remember seeing either one of those two in anything after that. But yeah.
Yep. Final verdict.
Oh, 2 thumbs up on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how I rate movies, Hayden, and basically
it's already got one going in. Yeah.
Oh, look, you throw me some boobs, some ass. I'm good, man. You got 1 star right there. It's heading in, and then you throw me some exploding heads and some. You got the guy climbing up on top of the elevator, making this whole elaborate explosive device. You got people falling apart in the pizza place, and Dick Miller. I love Dick Miller. He's just amazing. I like most of the movies he's in. Night of the Creeps. Oh, forget about it. Gremlins. You mentioned. I forget the movie where they're in with the spaceship with River Phoenix. I mean, just some great movies he's been in.
Yes.
So yeah, I was very happy with this movie. 2 thumbs up for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Same here. 2 thumbs up. A lot of fun. If you've not seen Chopping Mall, watch it. Please watch it. It is easy to digest. You're going to get it done real quick. Even if you don't like it, it's over. But man,
it's campy.
Yes. Like there's a lot to like about this thing. And it's, if you're, of the age where you grew up in the 80s, you're going to feel a lot of nostalgia. And yeah, man, check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Hayden, gotta get that final draft so we can write. We gotta come up with a new title. We can't do Chopping Mall, but you understand.
Yes.
I mean, come on. I just laid the whole plot out for you.
Yes. It's on its way.
We got the seagulls in there. We'll be fine.
Mechanical seagulls.
All right. So we already mentioned Brain Dead. 2 weeks from now, Hayden, we got the results from this week. But before we do, you know what time it is.
There's the belt. Did you polish it up?
Look, this thing doesn't need polishing. It's always going to be this.
You got to give me.
It's like my head. It's like my,
You got to give me a little Hogan, promo right now. Like,
I don't do. I'll do Macho Man.
That's
But
fine.
I don't, I don't like
The
Hogan.
mega powers are back together again. So it's
Have you ever seen Hogan wrestle in real life?
like live.
Yes,
No.
I have. I used to go to the Spectrum. I mean, we went 3 or 4 times growing up. I remember seeing Andre the Giant,
Mhm.
the Honky Tonk Man versus Macho Man in a steel cage.
Nice.
Uh,
Tremendous.
I mean, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Jim Neidhart, Neidhart, Strike Force.
Yes.
And I remember seeing Hogan versus DiBiase in a lumberjack match, where I think Hogan lost via like count out or something like that, or disqualification. And he grabbed one of the killer bees who used to wear the masks,
Mhm.
and he was going to take the dude's mask off, and Virgil came in and saved him. Because you were like, yeah, Hogan was like firing up the crowd. You want to see the mask come off, and everybody's like, yeah, you want to see who's under there? And you wouldn't know some scrub. I mean,
Right. Who's
who's this guy? But at 10 years old, 11 years old, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, come on, yeah, I want to see it. And then he's sitting there selling it. No, don't take my mask, and so yeah, it's the $1 million belt was at stake, and just all that kind of good fun. And I'm not going to
Yes.
tell you who Andre wrestled when I saw him. I mean, but he was just so big.
Yeah.
Leaping Lenny Poffo and the genius. That's what
The
he was back
classic,
then.
man. The classics.
Yeah. But Hayden, here we go. First movie we looked at was the movie you went to go see, Superman.
Superman.
You said 65. I said 72. Actual retail number was 125.
It's big.
I think the first fall.
That was big.
Second movie we looked at was I Know What You Did Last Summer. You said 15. I said 17. Actual retail number was worse than the whole series, 13 million.
Mm.
We're tied up, one apiece.
I haven't heard one thing about that movie.
I've heard it's just as bad as or worse as the original, which I like the original.
I like the original. I hated the second one.
Even the second one, I didn't hate. I didn't like it, but I didn't hate. Because I've seen worse movies at that point. I was like, okay. I think what I hated in the second one was Brandy running around. I think she was in it.
Yes.
And that annoyed. I mean, we've seen where she's going now. Now she's pregnant, fighting racist women, old women who are having the spawn of the devil or something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay. I think McKee Pfeiffer was in that movie too.
He was in that movie.
But he's in every movie, isn't he? Him and Jack Black. They're in like every movie.
Black, yes. Yeah. Yep.
I think they're both in our next movie too. It's Smurfs. Smurfs.
It's another movie I ever heard nothing about.
Well, I have. And basically, if the plane was going into the tower on 9/11, it was that bad. They say it's like the worst movie of the decade.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like pretty bad. So you said 35. I said 23. Mm-hmm. Hayden, you got smurfed.
Uh-oh.
The actual retail number was 11 million. I've been working on that line all night. 11 million. You got smurfed.
11 million is
another
brutal.
2 weeks, Hayden. Another 2 weeks.
11 million. That's terrible.
Look, I hate to say this, but they just
because those other ones made a lot of money. Yeah, that's wild.
I was telling my wife, I said, 30 years ago, this would have been huge. My daughter today, she's watching
Smurfs.
No, K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. She watches that thing constantly. Right. We're watching Demon Slayer. We're watching zombies. We're watching.
It's different, yeah.
All these. And they got the Demon Slayer movie coming out. I don't know if you've seen some of the TikTok stuff on the movie coming out in Japan. They got Burger King tie-ins. All the seats are draped over. You probably know what Demon Slayer even is.
Nope. I know it's anime, yeah.
Oh, I'm on season 4. I haven't finished it yet because I watched like 3 or 4 episodes. They're 20 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
And it's not like the first, it's a little slow at first, but then it really starts to kind of pick up.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, this is actually pretty funny and it's pretty good. And some of the blood and some of the demons in here are really original. And it's like, wow, I can get into this.
Yeah.
It's like Castlevania almost, if you've watched the Castlevania cartoon.
I
which
didn't
is
like
great too, by
Fantastic.
the way. If you
I disliked it. I disliked
really,
it. Yeah.
oh look, turn your camera off. Anyway, I'm just telling you, the kids nowadays are not
Yeah,
watching
they're
that.
not in. They're not into that.
Even Scooby Doo at this point. My daughter loves Scooby Doo still, but the TV show is not like it was when we were kids.
Yeah.
Imagine having a Scooby Doo movie come out when we were kids. It would have been the
Been
biggest thing ever.
huge. It would be like when Ninja Turtles came out as a movie. It was been huge.
But they waited 30 years too late to do it.
Yep.
Couldn't tell you why.
Yeah.
Talk about bad marketing and bad timing.
Yeah.
And I'll give you another movie since we were talking about reboots earlier. I don't know when my mind just kind of went here. I'll give you one movie franchise that should be rebooted absolutely, would make hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. You ready?
Ready.
Phantasm. You throw a couple of those crystal balls running around, spiking people in the head, and the tall man with some Jawas throwing people through portals. I'm telling you, you got people there Monday night or Friday night,
Yeah.
popcorn in hand, ready to go.
Makes you wonder,
That's a great. I mean, look,
but you know what? Like to
all those movies suck after the first one.
To sum up, kind of like everything that is wrong with what is happening, like with big movie studios and movies, is like if you want to take look at Marvel's, they're trying to do a new version of Blade, right? For years, they still can't have a script. And then Kevin Feige comes out and says, well, we didn't want to just throw him in a leather outfit and have him fighting vampires. I was like, bro, that's all that is. Do that. Just do that. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see anything else. You don't need to overthink this. Blade is as easy as you can do it. Leather outfit, killing vampires. That's all we want to see.
I'll even give you one better. Bring back Nick Cage and throw him in that with the motorcycle for Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Put him in the Blade Rider or put him in the Blade movie. Why not?
I mean, it's
people would pay to go see that.
They just are overthinking everything. And like you said, Phantasm. And this is a series that, yes, people would show up. But it's so easy.
They want the movies to be good, and the movies just aren't. They're terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the first one. The second one, I'd like actually better than the first one almost. But not many people will say that. But all the movies are terrible. They make no time frame. They're not in any kind of realm that it makes sense on any type of level. And you can't find a better writer or two to do this.
Come on.
But I know two guys who are writing a Seagull script. All right. Hayden, we got 3 movies to pick from for this week coming up.
What do we got?
And let me see. I got my pen here. I do. The first one is opening tonight. Fantastic Four. Give me the number, Hayden.
This is going to be an interesting one because I think it's going to do well, and a lot of the buzz that I'm hearing is positive about it. What did Superman do?
125.
I think we're looking at comparative. I'm going to go 110.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to go less. And I'm going to tell you why. This looks terrible. It looks like a train wreck coming head on to you, and you just want to close your eyes or jump out of the way or shit your pants. You don't know which one it is of the 3 you're going to do, but you better do something quick. And this looks, we were talking about campy earlier. This looks terrible. I mean, look, no one was dressing like this in the 60s. No offense. People want to see a hot Sue Storm running around in a little outfit, not Queen Bee Boss running around with Pedro Mescal. I'm not touching anybody. I refuse to. I don't. Nobody wants to see that.
That's a tough look with him.
And then what? You got Galactus and you got a female Silver Surfer. Don't get me wrong. This is going to do well. But is it going to do as well as people are saying?
I don't know. What do you think?
I can tell you my number is going to be I had a number picked, and you
Okay.
skewed it. You skewed it. I was going to say the number was going to be 76 because that's what Thunderbolts did.
Okay.
And the Fantastic Four is no Superman. They're just not. However, you're looking at a heat wave this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Do people go out to the movies to get out of the air, to get out of the heat? They could. I think that 90 is a safer bet for me. I would have said closer to 70 if you would come down on that bet a little bit. But 90 feels very safe to me. Like, even if I go over a little bit, I ain't go over like you did. So if it hits 95, 97, 99, I'm still safe. If it's way below that, I'm still safe. So basically, you almost have to exceed expectations at that point to hit your number. Again, I don't see Superman being. I'm not saying it won't be. I'm just, they're going to make money this weekend. It's going to be a cash cow and make the popcorn server hate popcorn. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. Next movie on deck, Bad Guys 2.
I'm not hearing a lot of buzz about this one. When's it come out?
August 1st, I believe.
Okay.
Because the 8th is weapons. We ain't get that far because I ain't put that on the list. So,
gotcha. Okay.
You know what the first one did? You're looking it up?
First one did. Oh, no, that's not the movie. Where's the movie? Bad Guys. First movie did 250 million. And that's worldwide.
And then it went on to be a big success on streaming, I believe, on top of that.
Yes, this thing has been all over in streaming. Do we know if this is is there a streaming release coinciding this? Or
I don't believe so. I think this is theaters only.
Exclusive to theaters?
I think so. And the question I have is this. Because I think I should go first for this one and not you. But this is just me. I mean, let's make it fair. I just don't want to have you go first, and then I'm just going to trample all over you. That's not right. What other kids' movies are out right now? And the reason I ask that is this. If you have little ones, if you could take them to see Jurassic Park, I have an 8-year-old. It might be a little too much.
Yeah.
Superman, I thought, might be appropriate. I'm like, that could something I might be able to get away with. F1 can't do. I know what you did last summer. Can't do. Fantastic Four. I don't know if I even want to go see that. An 8-year-old's not going to want to do that. Bad Guys, on the other hand, I think is much more family-oriented.
Yep.
You get enough kids out. I'm going to throw the number out there. Smurfs at 11, huh?
More room for this movie.
What did Bad Guys do the first opening week for the first movie?
Let me see. Bad Guys.
I need this information. I got it processed. I got a number in my head. I just want to...
Release. Box office. Okay, Bad Guys grossed 97.2 million in the U.S. and Canada.
How much did it go opening weekend?
Let's see. It was projected 13 to 20. The film made 8 million first day. Went out to debut at 24 million.
That's almost what I thought. I was going to say 28, but I got to temper that number. I think I'm going to go 24 on the dot. I hate to say that. I'm going to steal that. I think that's a good number. I was going to say 28. That might have been overshooting my mark just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I go 24 there. Bigger than Smurfs, but not astronomical.
24. That's a good one.
You're basically saying less or more at this point.
I'm going to go 22.
I think that's a good number, Hayden.
22. Well, 24 is a good number. I mean, like I gotta think it's in that ballpark. And you're right, there is really nothing out for families that I could think of outside of what you mentioned. Smurfs, Superman, you can get away with for an 8-year-old. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna end up being between Superman and Bad Guys too, because nobody's gonna go see Smurfs.
The final movie is The Naked Gun.
Oh man, this thing looks like a piece of crap.
No, my problem with this one is
I don't think they have the tone for the humor.
no, I don't have a problem with Liam Neeson actually.
Well, I don't like him in this role. And I just don't I feel like the tone of the humor is off a little bit.
My problem is Pamela Anderson. I don't find her attractive with the no makeup face. Like she's like almost looks like somebody took a blowtorch and just like melted her face. And now it's like
I mean, it's
pale white.
Stunt casting. You know.
Look, I don't care about stunt casting, but I'm going to give you two females. What was the name of these are older women and they're still smoking hot today.
Salma Hayek.
She's on the list. Why not her? But why not Liz Hurley?
Yeah.
The chick's 55 years old and she's running around in bikinis.
Yeah.
And she looks fantastic. Who was the girl from The Hangover?
Yeah. I know that.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham.
Still a stunner. You're going to tell me you couldn't get one of these two women instead of Pam Anderson? And that's my problem with this movie.
I feel like Liam Neeson's a little too old for this shit.
Just for that, I'm putting him on the list for next year. And you still haven't checked out in the Land of Satan Sinners, huh?
No, but I scroll past it every time, and I'm like, maybe.
Watch that movie, and then and again, it's not a comedy.
I have nothing against Liam Neeson. I just
but you'll see the fact that he can. I mean, you got to remember, Leslie Nielsen was not a young guy filming these movies.
He was still 10 years younger than Liam Neeson was when he was doing.
But now this is the new age, though, Hayden. It's not, you
couldn't find a 60-year-old actor that could do this.
Give me one.
I mean, I don't know who's 60. George Clooney.
You don't want him. I mean, that dude's a pain in the ass.
No, I know you don't want him, but he would probably be better Frank Drebin than Liam Neeson. And Liam Neeson, he's like, I feel like he could barely move. I can barely understand him in the trailers. Like he's got marbles in his mouth. I have no idea what he's saying. And it's just not funny.
Well,
I don't know, man. Like this, I feel like this movie, it initially will be pretty good, but then is just going to fall apart because it's probably going to be terrible. Now, if the guys from South Park did this movie, I'd be like, yes.
Look, I still want the sequel to the Puppet movie. That's what I want.
Yes, but if they did Naked Gun, I think they have more of the humor and like the witty and the dry sarcasm and like the pop culture references than whoever wrote this thing.
It's the guy from Family Guy.
It's just not.
Are you kidding me? I watched Family Guy last night. I loved it.
These trailers don't do anything for me.
Who was the guy? I forget his name off the top of my head because he does all the voices too. Who was that? It's Seth MacFarlane. He wrote that.
He didn't write. He produced it. Written by Dan Gregor.
Well, if he's even involved, I mean,
he produced it.
If he's even involved, it's got to be good.
I don't know, man. I think it'll be pretty good its opening weekend, though.
You think so?
Pretty good. I mean, like, there's a curiosity factor with it.
Is this thing rated R?
If it's not, then it's a problem.
Oh, look, I have a problem with the fact that 1 second it's a little girl and then all of a sudden it's 70s. That to me is ridiculous.
You don't see anything like that in the original
No.
movies, which is why I feel like, what is that joke? That's stupid.
See what the rating here is. Not to get off topic. Are you watching Happy Gilmore 2 Friday?
Probably not Friday, but I will watch it.
I can't. I mean, my wife. I already told my wife we have a date to watch that movie.
I'm looking forward to watching it. Yeah.
So
I'm shocked that he hasn't done more sequels for his classics.
PG-13.
13? Well, I guess the original one. Let me go back then and say, because I remember watching The Naked Gun when it came out. My parents took me when I was a kid, right? So that had to be PG-13.
Okay.
So maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit with the R. PG-13 makes it more accessible.
Well, it makes it more accessible for the younger kids to get in.
Yeah.
It makes more money. Yeah. You can't get comments like Nice Beaver, though, with that. I don't think.
You can. They did in the first one.
Well, maybe they did.
They did in the first one.
You want to give the go ahead, or you want me to here?
I'll give you. This is August 1st, right?
Yes.
And that's same as Bad Guys 2?
It is. But I don't think they're really competing on the same.
They're not. I'm just trying to get a handle on what else is going on that week.
And that was PG-13, the original.
I'm going to go 18.
Oh, that's a good number. You want to know the number I was thinking of?
What?
19.
19.
I'm not kidding. That was the number I was thinking. I was like, 19 is probably about right. Because I don't see this movie making over 20. That's the problem I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Every instinct saying 19. But do I trust you enough to sit here and say this could be a bigger bomb than both of us expected? And the answer to that could be yes. I mean, we saw what I know what you did last summer, we did, and that was a huge movie back in the 90s.
Yes.
I'm going to go 16. I'll go 16.
That's a good number, too. That's a good number.
All
right.
Yeah,
So
I go 16.
I pulled a list of 60s actors in their 60s that would be a better Frank Drebin than Liam Neeson.
Mel Gibson on the list? I mean, that's the only guy I can kind of...
I'm going to throw out some names to you.
Go ahead.
Steve Carell.
No.
Bryan Cranston.
No.
No?
No.
I think he'd be perfect. Ted Danson.
No.
Jeff Daniels.
Potentially.
Kelsey Grammer.
No.
Bill Pullman.
He's in our next movie too. I
think all of them would be better than Liam Neeson.
No.
I think Cranston would have been a good choice.
The only reason I say no for Cranston is when you see him in anything that's not Breaking Bad, it's like, who's the guy who's a nobody coming up? The Saul Goodman guy.
Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
I think he would have been.
He would have been good too. He would have been good.
I would have gone with him.
Yeah, he would.
If you said him, I would have been like, okay, that I could see.
He would have been good.
And you could have used him for the next 15 years because he's probably still got that life.
Yeah, Liam Neeson, you might get one movie out of him.
The guy's what, 74, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not kidding with that, right?
Yeah.
That's the age is?
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Let's find out. I mean, how old is he?
He's 73 or 74.
I don't know. Let's find out. I mean, I'm just saying, we just had Hogan pass away at 71.
Liam Neeson is 73.
Yeah, 73. Just turned. Um, yeah, I mean, I think Odenkirk would have been a better choice.
Yeah, he would have been good.
And you probably didn't have to pay him as much as
it would have.
Neeson.
He probably would have, because he's got comedic and dramatic, and he's got the timing for the what is dry humor and spoofy humor, and he would have probably nailed that. Nailed it. Liam Neeson, I don't know. I can't understand what he's saying.
And Bob Odenkirk can come off annoying.
Yes.
He can really be
annoying. Yes. That's
So,
who they should have casted. That's who they should have casted.
I could agree with that one. That one I could. Bryan Cranston, I just think every time somebody sees him in something that's not Breaking Bad, it's like.
Yeah, the Walter White character kind of screwed him as far as like roles outside of that, because everybody's just going to see him as Walter White, and want him to be that again. He shows up in those like potato chip commercials as Walter White. Those are more popular than any movie he's been in since Breaking Bad.
Well, look, the two guys from Scrubs, they've had all those AT&T commercials now, or Verizon commercials for 10 or 15 years now. Now they got a new free season of Scrubs now.
Yeah.
So they're coming back. It's like, all they do is keep making those stupid commercials for 10 or 15 years, and
that's all it took.
Zach Braff and Donald, whatever his name was.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. They're basically living together for whatever reason. I couldn't tell you. But nothing going on here to see. Pookie Bear. Yeah, I got you. Hayden, we're doing the news next.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for our Chopping Mall review and box office projections. If you like what you see here, subscribe. Give us a like. If you didn't, we appreciate you taking the time out to watch us, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Last weekend in July, everybody. I'm taking that belt, by the way. We'll see you guys in a few with the news.
Taking you to the Chopping Mall.